What's going on, guys? It is your boy Angrysagamer, and tonight I bring you a video of the top 10 legends, in my opinion, in Castle Clash. This is my opinion. If you differ from this opinion, it is just because we are different. This is the legends I chose. It is not in a particular order. This would be a two-part series for the pay-to-play, and a two-part series for the free-to-play would be after this one. So first legend up is Nika. I am gonna try and delve as deep into this as possible, not making the video as long as possible. So Nika, in my opinion, Stone Skin and Sacred Light is the best talent insignia combination. The reason being is Stone Skin has a much higher damage reduction than Sacred Light, but Sacred Light increases the max HP. Now, the HP and max HP are two different things. HP is the one in white, which you can see is 301,660. Now, the max HP would be the one in white plus the one in green. That would give you the max HP. Now, Sacred Light increases that max HP though combined by 90%, where Stone Skin decreases a damage or has a damage reduction of 70% at level 9. Now, you could use it other way around if you want to, but this is the way I use it, because if I can take this one to 10 at 10, it will decrease or reduce the damage taken by 80%. The legend, the pet I use on him is a Rudolph. The reason for that is because he removes conditions and helps with healing. Regional. Nika, a regional form, removes buffs from 2 enemy heroes, deals 500% attack damage to 3 nearby enemy heroes every 0.4 seconds for 8 seconds. Now that is massive, and increases their damage received by 50% for 3 seconds. When in magma form, deals total damage equal to 2000% attack over 4 seconds to enemy targets in a random area, removes their buffs, and inflicts paralysis or paralyze on them for 3 seconds. Hero transforms into magma form once it enters the battlefield, and every 10 seconds thereafter. Magma form lasts for 8 seconds each time, so only 2 seconds he'll be out of magma form. But when he is out of magma form, those 2 seconds are vital to keep him alive. That is why I use the Stone Skin and the Sacred Light combination. It keeps him alive longer. I'm going to take him into battle, and you'll see why that is important. You could use Flame Guard on him. That will reduce the damage received by 50% at 9 of 10. You could also use Unholy Pact on him. With Sacred Light, you could use Unholy Pact Survival, Sacred Light Survival, Stone Skin Survival. There's a lot of combinations. It is endless, especially with heroes that has a damage cap. His damage cap is 10,000. But it also has a massive HP and a massive attack, so that is good enough for me. That is why I use him with Stone Skin and Sacred Light. So when in magma form, hero recovers 100% of its HP, cannot receive more than 10,000 damage per hit, and gains immunity to stun, fear, and energy reduction effects. So, but it can be silenced. For equipment, you want Holy Conviction. I found, and most other players found, works the best because it reduces damage received by 48% in battle. Also increased this hero's healing received by 140%, which is unnecessary because you're going to heal 100% in any case. For traits, I use dodge. You could go accuracy because most legends use dodge, so accuracy is also good, along with attack and HP, which is really unnecessary going with HP because he has so much, and he also is cap damage, and he recovers 100% of his HP. Dodge is better, it keeps him alive longer, so if you can have full dodge, it's even better, because then the enchantment would be 7 of 7. Even at 5 of 5, this is not a bad enchantment. Modes where he is good, or where he shines, is Lost Battlefield, Fortress Feud, Guild Wars, well, any game mode except Archdemon. Archdemon, there is a totally different setup for Archdemon, and I will dive deeper into that in a video part after this series that I've got going on right now. I'm going to take him into battle. I'm gonna challenge my boy X-Rib, so you can see what he does in the worst case scenario of the best defense possible. So here he goes. This is now a single hero going into a absolutely crazy base. I'm just going to turn down the volume. This wouldn't be normally the case. You would have other legends to back him. The main reason I use Levanica is so that he soaks up all the procs. He gets all the aggro. That is mainly why I would use him. This is the first time I've seen this ever happen. Oh, those troops just died. They had this green thing surrounded by them. But there you can see him surviving with a top base defense. Some of you might disagree, but I'm telling you this base defense is insane. He did 17% damage. Next legend is Feerara. So Feerara is one of those legends that is just out of this world. He is an insane legend. So there's also multiple ways to use him. How I use him is for defense, I go with Flame Guard and Empowered. Why I use Empowered is because he's auto proc, so as soon as you place a legend, he will start attacking with Rapid Fire. Now Rapid Fire is an amazing skill to have. It's through damage. So you cannot increase the true damage. The true damage is there. That is the amount he's gonna attack for you. So his true damage equal to 224% attack to 4 random enemy units and recovers HP equal to 44% of damage dealt every 0.2 seconds for 4 seconds. Now, how true damage works is it's gonna take the overall attack, which is 10,060. Okay. 50,066. But that changes. Now this is the thing, a lot of you might not know this, but this has been discussed thoroughly. That changes when you place, so he's got 10,000 and what did I say, 50,066 attack at the moment. But if I were to place the one that gains the highest attack for him is 8,339 attack, adds on to his overall attack. So there you could see it increased from 40,006 to 43,698. Now it's got a higher attack. So that means the rapid fire is going to deal more damage and even crit damage, because you can't increase the damage output because it's through damage, but you can increase the crit damage on his rapid fire. Now the more damage he deals, the more he's going to heal himself. So if you're going to run him on an offensive matter and you're going to use something like Unholy Pact, which you want to increase his attack, you're not going to do that because it's only going to do 7,251. Or if you're going to do something like Survival to keep him alive, it's only going to increase that attack by 2,229. Or Sacred Light, it's going to increase that by 4,551. Now thus is the reason why we use Stealth. Stealth increases the attack by 8,339, along with Blade Dance, which is not going to increase that, but this is going to raise the dodge on this legend. Okay, and it's going to also recover HP, 50% of max HP. Okay, so for every 2 seconds. So taking him into a battle with Blade Dance and Stealth, I use. I'm a bit too excited over here. I use Aviar on him to deal silence, to help silence legends he's attacking. It doesn't always work. Most of the time it does, if you're lucky. Now, I run Healing Ritual on him. Holy Conviction is also a good thing. If you want, when you use him with Flame Guard, you could do Victory Lunge, because it will stack. Flame Guard and Victory Lunge does stack. And he also only takes 36,000 damage per hit. So he's a capped damage. So if you want to lower that damage intake, you're not going to really do it by Stone Skin. You're going to do it by Deflect, which is Flame Guard and Victory Lunge. So this raises HP by 60% during battle, recovers 8% of max HP when attacking. Now I use him with accuracy because most legends, as you know, are built with dodge. And you want to hit those legends for him to recover HP. And you want to hit them. This is why you use accuracy. So when I do offensive battles in Guild Wars, I use him the same way I'm doing now, but with Doom Balloon. So I'm going to put Doom Balloon on him and take him into a battle. So in cases like mine, where with my Guild Wars, I've got a fairly low ranked guild, which facing Guild Wars, the opponents aren't that strong. So I'm fortunate enough to go with Blade Dance and Stealth into a battle and win that fight in Guild Wars. But because I don't have dodge on him anymore, Blade Dance isn't really that good on him, so I go with Flame Guard. Flame Guard and Stealth is pretty decent, so let's take him into Excerpt Space and see what exactly this Flame Guard and Stealth would be able to do. First I'll place him, go in solo, and then I will go in with the backup of Levanica to soak up those procs. So you can see he's staying alive. He is struggling though, but he is staying alive. He's being paralyzed at the moment, so he's not really doing much. Now only he's attacking and being able to gain a bit of health, but also then being paralyzed once again because of Cosmo. Back into stealth mode. It's not quick enough to gain back the HP, but if we send him with Levanica, that should help his case. It's not going to always be the case, but let's see what happens. Levanica to soak up most of those procs. Send him in. He's being attacked with rapid fire by Feerara, because Feerara has auto proc and empowered. That's going to help him attack these legends as you drop them. Now he's in stealth mode. He's attacking. He's gaining some of that HP back, but not all of it. And he's attacking once again. Was that enough to make him go into stealth mode once again? Yes, it is. And Levanica died. Now he's in trouble because he doesn't have the backup of Levanica. But they've already did 55% of the base. He's full of HP once again. And he's just continuing to tank. And yeah, you get the point. So Flame Guard, if you don't have dodge on your Feerara, you don't want to go with Blade Dance. You'll go with Flame Guard. If you do have dodge, you will want to go with Blade Dance because it would help him dodge more and keep him alive longer. As you can see, the Flame Guard causes him to take only 18,000 damage. At some point he does take 20, but mostly 18,000 damage. If you had victory lines, that would increase, taking even less damage. Critical hits on him is still 36,000, which is his capped damage, but he could finish this entire base. That is a Feerara. Moving on to the next legend. Next legend is obviously Dovekeeper. Dovekeeper is a awesome legend. If you build a Rhine, like I have with the Dizzle's Dove, she only takes in 5,600 or 5,400 damage, which is amazing for cap damage legend. Because look at the amount of HP. She has a base HP that's very low, 138,930. But because of breakthrough, she has a higher one of 1,075,710. Now, combining those two and only taking 5,400 damage is incredible. Mine doesn't because she's got 9 Flame Guard and not 10 at 10. She doesn't have Victory Lunge, which you want because it stacks with Flame Guard as we discussed previously. And then also I don't have full dodge. I have attack, as you could see. Dodge does help her stay alive longer. So the reason why I use Malice is because it reduces the healing effect on 2 nearby enemy heroes by 100%. Flame Guard makes her reduces damage received, and then survival just helps her healing. Now the healing is not going to help if you don't have Rudolph as a pet on her, but you're not going to use it with Rudolph now, are you? No, you're going to use it with Doom Balloon. If you have a Feerara that fights in the same battle, you could use her with Doom Balloon, him with Rudolph, or her with Rudolph, him with Doom Balloon. But what's your Levanica going to use? So you do sit in a bit of a conundrum. But so you've got lots of other ways to build a Dovekeeper. You could go Unholy Pact Survival, Unholy Pact Sacred Light, Unholy Pact Flame Guard. You could go however you want. Her proc can be increased by whatever talent you have, but in my opinion, she already has a high attack. She already, the doves help her increase the attack by 45%, I believe it is. She's just an overall crazy legend. Her damage caps makes her one of the best. Now, going up against a base like X-Ribs with a rapid attack Feerara, she will die much quicker. She has got Doom Balloon on her right now. Survival helps her negate all damage for 3 seconds. Now she will be silenced, which means that survival cannot kick in. But if you run her with Rudolph, survival might kick in. You would have that chance of survival kicking in, going back to full health. But then you have Rudolph, you don't have Doom Balloon for her to finish off bases. So the reason where you gonna or where you want to use her is places with Rudolph if you want to. Lost Battlefield, Fortress Feud, and stuff like that. You don't really want to use her in Guild Wars offense because her doves can easily be drawn out with troops, and that can your legends can stack off of those doves. Especially a Minnow, place it on one dove and he 100%s the base immediately. Next legend. So the next legend for me is Wallah. Now the reason why I like Wallah is as a defense legend. You want to use him with Flame God and Empowered. He is auto proc, so once you place something on the base, he's gonna proc and one shot. He could one shot if he's built correctly, or otherwise he's just gonna give that legend a hell of a bad time because his skill is amazing. He deals 460% attack damage to 6 random enemy units and reduces their healing effect and move speed by 90%, which is insane, for 3 seconds. Heals 6 random friendly heroes by a total amount of HP equal to 1840. Attack removes all their conditions and increase their attack by 39% for 3 seconds. Cooldown 4 seconds. This hero is immune to silence and calamity. That is exactly why he's amazing. He's immune to silence, so he cannot be silenced, so he still would heal and he would still get a proc, even though you have a Ripper on your base. So I use him with, I don't know why I have that in there, but I use him with Empowered and Flame God on defense. Hyper Strength, I have a video with Hyper Strength and Victory Lunge. Victory Lunge seem to do better, but I like Hyper Strength because it keeps his energy, fills his energy up fairly quickly. And for traits, I've got Dodge. You could go Dodge, Accuracy, or HP, or Attack even. But a Dodge seems to be the better one. Now, built like this, exactly like he is right now, you could go with any pet you want. For me, I choose randomly. I would go with Drago because it protects or gives an extra shield. And the legends you are attacking that attacks you could one-shot themselves off of Drago's shield. And especially with the Flame God at 10 at 10. So there he goes, he just dies. Very weak going up against like that, but as a defense legend, he is pretty insane. So you would want to use him with Revitalize and probably Unholy Pact, War God, something like that in a game out like Lost Battlefield, where you could potentially one-shot 6 legends, depending on what their build is. You could use him in Fortress Feud to slow down the legends. You could use him in Arena. You could use him anywhere. He's a brilliant legend, but not for Guild Wars offensive, defensive only. Next legend, the 5th legend for in this video would be the last legend, because there's a part 1, part 2 would follow tomorrow, is Bogeyman. Bogeyman, or Bogeyman, however you want to say it, is an incredible legend. He one-shots anything with no cap damage. He one-shots anything with no cap damage. He is crazy. Even one-shots Levanica. Malacrox proved that. It is in a video. Just scroll through my videos, you'll find it there. How you want to use him is with Unholy Pact. Why? Because his skill says it all. Deals 1350% attack damage to 5 random enemy targets. Reduce this hero's Damage taken by 65% for 4 seconds. Cooldown 4 seconds. Okay, so it's a cooldown of 4 seconds, but the skill is activated for 4 seconds. So it's basically all the time. This hero has level 8 revive, so he revives once, so revive is a bad talent for him. Is immune to stun and fear, and cannot receive more than 5,000 reflected damage per hit. So even if you have legends with Flame Guard, he cannot receive more than 5,000 reflected damage. So any damage that is deflected, reflected, whatever you want to call it, back to him, he only receives 5,000 of that damage. And he has a massive damage output because he's got 10,841 base, 41,206 because of the revitalize. But if you change that to stealth and you place him in battle, he would... It's insane because it's 44,898. But you're going to use him with Revitalize because you're going to use him in battles like Lost Battlefield or Arena, Fortress Feud, Guild Wars Defense with Empowered. He is auto proc. The pet, there's not really a good pet for him. In my opinion, you could use any pet you want to, but something that will cost a shield to protect him from some damage incoming, you could do that, or a pet that will increase his damage, like Punching Box would increase his damage greatly and he would put out more damage. As he is right now, going into extra space is suicide because he's going to attack troops. He does attack troops, and he's gonna die very, very quickly. There's his first death and there's his second death. He dies insanely fast. But on defense, it's a different story because he's got the extra base defense, and also in places where, with like Lost Battlefield, he's with 4 other legends. So it's not gonna all the attention is not gonna be only on him. That is it for this video. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to show you the equipment. Victory Lunge to increase that and reflect 70% of incoming damage. 17%. And then crit damage because he deals a lot of crit. So you could go accuracy, dodge, HP, attack, crit damage, whatever you want to. But crit damage so far shows or proves to be better. But that's how you want to use him. So that is it for this video, boys. This is part 1. Part 2 will follow tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.